Live in the building, it is the queen herself, Miss Eliza
Hey.
Versa.
What's going on? What's up?
Man,
What's up?
Let's
so
go.
yeah.
Happy
And,
New Year, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Happy New Year,
Happy
what's
New
up?
Year, yo. How has your year been going so far?
Ghetto, but it'll get better.
Ghetto.
We only, 6 days in?
6
So
days.
I got
6
300
days.
some days for it.
Yeah.
But we good. It's
I
life.
dig it. Heck yeah, man. So, Eliza Versa, I know you're probably watching this like, oh, snap, I heard of that name. I seen her before. What do you do, yo?
I just battle rap.
Yeah.
I battle rap.
Yeah.
I live life. I'm like a feather. I just go whatever the flow is. That's what I go with, man.
I dig it, man. So I addressed her as the queen, I didn't want to be like one of them dudes like, hey, what's going on, king? What's going on, queen? Nah, because you are the queen,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So explain, like, how you got that title and where that came from.
Live from the block.
Yeah.
You know, I started there when I was 19. So about maybe 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I don't know. And my best friend was in it. I got in it, and like I kind of just had to go through the mud.
Yeah.
You know, being in an all male, I was the only female.
Mm-hmm.
Some females came in, but once they battled me, they like.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to toot my horn. Like I'm
Yeah,
just
toot that
being
shit like
100. Like you
yeah.
can look it up on YouTube or whatever the case may be. Like they came in, they battled me, and they was just like, man, I'm out. Like you know what I'm saying? So I basically held my own on the block for so long, battling the best dudes, battling females, and I just like made it. You know, like people stamped me as the queen.
Yeah.
Eventually, like I didn't give myself that.
Okay, yeah, I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
ask that.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
It just started coming out like, yo, you the queen of this shit. You the queen of this shit. You the only female who stick around. You the only female out here killing niggas. You the only female out here doing this.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm the queen. And that's just what it's going to be. And then, like, I eventually branched out, went to New York. And
That's a big difference,
Yeah,
though.
and did my thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's live. Oh yeah, and hey, right here on Straightforward Strip, man. First off, shout out Doc Sherry, you know what I'm saying, and We Got It Radio. Shout out to the Big Four homies, man. Shout out to them, all love to them. And also, I wanted to give a special shout out to Melanin Home Sense. Shout out to Melanin Home Sense. Check them out at melaninhomesense.com.
Best candles ever.
Yo, got the
Best
candles
candles ever.
and the wax melts on deck, yo. I ordered a couple candles and it came with some wax melts. And what I thought was cool is like in the little gift bag that you get when you order it, they put a candle care instruction kit up in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was pretty nifty, man. So Melanin Home Sense, yo,
Okay.
check them out for candles and wax melts and home sense. Black owned, you feel me? Black power.
Black on.
For sure.
But yeah, so Miss Eliza Versa, the battle rapper, we were just watching, one of the most recent battles. What would you say that was?
Yeah, most recent.
Okay, for sure. And you said that was when you went to New York.
Yeah.
It was a body. It was a body.
Yeah,
It was a body.
he's been wanting to say that.
It was a body.
I mean,
She got
you
body.
say whatever you gotta say.
Yeah, that's live. That was a 1-round battle. What was that? It was URL or was that like?
Okay, it was. She goes hard, but they're connected
Okay.
to URL.
Yeah.
They used to work with some people in URL, so they plugged in.
That's
Like,
live.
but as your mother and your father used to tell you, be careful what you do, or you never know who's watching. You never know, that's something my mom always told me. You never know who's watching, and you never know who's there. So like, and they was like, man, that battle was so crazy. We had to put it on the URL platform. Never been on the URL stage. Never, Smack ain't never called me,
That's
but
wild.
for me to be on that network and to get the numbers I was getting was something crazy. Like, I got a lot of love from my city because no female ever did it like that. You know what I'm saying? Authentically like that. So New York, they showed me love. And, New York is the mecca of hip-hop. So if you go out there and you make them fall in love with you, that's big. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Concrete jungle,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
And you from Texas too, so it's different.
exactly. So like, if you don't make an impression in New York, you don't even need to rap. Like, what you rapping for? Like, you can't make an impression on New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they love me. Shout out to Steam. Shout out to City. Shout out to Clips and Reese. They look out for me, and they told me, they was like, after my Eon battle, they was like, you gang now. That was my second time going out there. So,
What?
yeah.
Okay.
And I went out there by myself, like all by myself.
Man,
And it was like, what the
caught a body.
and it's caught a body, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of those people, you know, like some people need 20, 30, 40, 50 people to go with them.
Yeah.
I don't
Had that
need
entourage, yeah, because when we were watching it before you got to the studio, I was even saying, you know, Eon, she went first.
Yeah.
And I can already tell, like, you know, she's from Chicago, y'all in New York, but she still kind of had, like, home field advantage.
A little bit, yeah.
But, like, you still came out the gate, you know,
yeah.
and spazzed on her, so that's what's
For
up.
sure. I mean, I had a little bit of home advantage because I had been there once before. And, like, the stakes were high for me because it was like, I want to see what you do this time. Like, you made me a fan the first time, but what you gonna do today, like tonight?
So it wasn't no, like,
you know,
beginner's luck, nothing like that.
So, you know, they was like, the first time I went out there, they told me, they was like, this ain't no disrespect to you, but you gonna kill her.
Okay.
And she was from Queens.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm killing, like, chicks in their own cities, you know?
Yeah,
And that
that's
makes
wild.
a lot of women jealous. Like, who is this Texas chick coming out here in New York killing shit?
Yeah.
You know, it's unheard of, but it can happen.
But
you
you
know what I'm saying?
gotta also tell the backstory, like, because it wasn't supposed to be one round like it was on the
Not on the Eon battle. I
Yeah.
had 2 1-round battles in New York, but me and Eon were not supposed to be a 1 round. I think she had a battle before me that was 3 rounds. You know, you don't want to overdo it.
Okay.
So, you know, like, yo, well, I got 2 battles, so they make one or one.
Oh, so
round.
she had like a back-to-back battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, man, that's something I want to, you know, just get down to. Like, man, when it comes to battle rapping, yo, that's a lot of bars and a lot of memorization, man.
Yeah.
So, what is, you know what I'm saying, if you could spill some tea on that, like, your methodology or your method on prepping for a battle and memorizing all the bars?
Honestly, it just don't come to you anytime.
Yeah.
Like, you could be in a grocery store and a bar can pop up in your head.
Yeah.
You could be driving and a bar pop up in your head.
You gotta
could
take
be
it
at
down right
work.
away.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if I mean, that's just me. If I don't put it down right then and there, it's gonna be gone. So like, if I just have like an idea, I'll just jot it down, and then sometimes I'll try to write it like 4 or 5 ways. Like they tell you don't just write it that one way. Write it 4 or 5 ways. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they tell you. Like, don't just write it that one way that you think. Try to write it multiple ways and see how it sounds and stuff like that.
Like when
and
you come up with a line or something, set up the punch differently.
And sometimes right before your battle is where your best shit comes. Like 2 or 3 days before,
Where
your best shit comes. You're like, golly, I got 72 hours. I got 48 hours.
Because I've seen even like in some like rap battles, like people come up with shit like off the fly to like say something about what that person said on their last
that's a
round.
rebuttal. Yeah.
Have you done that before?
I did have a couple. I had a rebuttal against L.A. Spitter.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was a rebuttal, and it was the Dak Prescott when he was like in the end zone doing the twist, the hips.
The hip
So
thrusting.
that was like a rebuttal. Like I used what he said, and then that was like my first rebuttal ever.
Okay.
But
and it went over well.
Oh yeah, it went crazy.
Okay, cool.
You know, so
Okay.
I told him, I said, what did I say? I said, oh, you said my mouth is the daycare spot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch the drift, you know. And I was like, oh, my mouth is the daycare spot. I said, but see these niggas up in here, they want to twist their hips in my end zone like that, Prescott. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like went nuts. They was like, oh my God, like what is
crazy.
she doing?
That is
You know, and I
crazy.
did the little move because you gotta sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta sell it. So
That's wild.
I did that.
I
You
ain't gonna
did
lie. I didn't
the
see the
Tom
battle.
Jones punchline on that.
Yeah.
bar with
Oh
Carlton,
yeah. So
yeah, you do get animated.
I had one with Knucklehead. I had a rebuttal with I said I was like, oh, you want to say I'm gay? I was like, bitch, please. I was like, bitch, I know why you ain't gay. Y'all asked me why, and everybody was like, why? I said, cause a pussy made macaroni noises for niggas with no cheese, and that was in Louisiana.
Damn.
And they was like, oh my God, that's a rebuttal. Like what? You know, so I've had my highlighted moments. You know?
So you a vet?
Yeah,
sure.
I'm a vet for sure because I've seen it all, I've heard it all.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when you come to
processes,
me with the same shit, I'm like, oh, all right, that's where we're going. But you know, people gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure.
That's live. I dig it for sure. And I was gonna say, you know, of course, I gotta ask you, doing this for so long, is there a time you lost a battle Or like, yeah, what's your ranking?
There's been times I've had challenges.
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion, I don't feel like I've ever
I was
lost.
gonna ask you, like,
So
I've had
defeated.
times where like I felt defeated, like I fucked myself up.
Yeah.
But like I still managed to be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I lost, I would have been 100. But there's been times where people say like, yeah, I don't think you made it out of that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's been times. Like,
Against who?
They said Diego Cruz,
Okay.
Bryce Fellow, and then like kind of a little bit like with the Hope Trilly. So like some stuff is like a toss up. So sometimes my battles I never get clearly beat.
Yeah.
I never make a clear law. Like
Okay.
somebody's never clearly beat me.
Right, no 3-0s.
It'll come down to like a round.
Uh-huh.
Like I gotta rewatch that first round with Eliza and so and so.
Yeah.
Or I gotta rewatch that second round with Eliza and so and so. Because either we'll both have an okay round, you know what I'm saying, where you can't really judge it. Like
sure.
they both had a whack first round. They both had a whack third round. So I really can't tell. So I've never clearly like just lost no battle.
Yeah.
Like clear like
You ain't
clear
never
as
got
day.
knocked out. No,
No,
knocked
never.
out.
I just got hit in the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you like 3-0'd?
oh, I
some-
3-0'd a lot.
Yeah.
I 3-0'd a lot.
I've
Like,
seen
there was
couple
a
of-
point of time on the block, in the beginning of my career, everybody Osama set me up with choke. Like
What?
everybody.
Like in one of those bars?
It was
or
just back
punchlines?
to back. And then it got to a point where people was hating on me. And it was like, she just winning by default. But see, we would do predictions, right? So
Yeah.
people would go live, do their predictions, and everybody would count me out and be like, oh, Versa gonna get 30. Oh, she gonna lose. And then that same person they putting all this faith in, they come in and they choke, they drop the ball. Because they done got so hyped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't listen to everybody like, oh, I'm a smoke Versa, so I can chill, I can sit back, I ain't gotta practice, I ain't gotta do. And then I come in there and hit them in the mouth because I'm the underdog.
What's that feeling like?
Being the underdog?
Nah, what's that feeling like smoking somebody?
And everybody thought you was gonna lose.
Yeah.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
But then, like, as it kept happening, I was like, man, somebody gotta give me a fight. Like, somebody gotta give me a fight. Because I'm tired of just walking in here and dog walking.
Yeah. And even though, like, you kept, like, win after win, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how did you keep from, like, not, like, still, getting laxy daisy or not, like, like, getting what is it called? Like, getting big-headed.
I was big-headed. I was very cocky at 19 to like 22.
Yeah.
I was very cocky. I was in my way a lot. But, what kept me going is people like underestimate me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like people hating on me. People telling me like I didn't really know the battle rap game, so people would be cool with you, and then when you battle their homie or one of their favorites, and they switch on you, and you be like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
So it's
I got
personal.
something for you. Yeah, it's personal. Like it hurt me because I'm like, I'm the only female. Why y'all treat me like this? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm dog walking these niggas, and like I killed this nigga. So wait, it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not enough. Okay, I'm gonna kill this nigga. Then what y'all gonna say?
Yeah.
And then as I was killing and winning, and people was choking, then it came like, all right, we gotta respect her. Like, it was, and then like what would keep me going is with niggas that said you was gonna get 30 come up to you after your battle and be like, man, I love you.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Man.
Like, I apologize.
Yeah.
Like, that shit made me keep going. Like, I'm gonna make you eat your words. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell certain niggas, nah, stand behind him. Stand right there, because I'm finna do something to this nigga.
Yeah.
Stand right there. I want you to see this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
Nah,
this nigga up,
I ain't gonna. I said, no, stand right there. No, you said I'm gonna get 30.
For sure.
Just stand right there. Just
Yeah.
stand right there, bro. Watch what I do.
Yeah.
And I just look at him like, this the nigga y'all said for real.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
That's live, okay. And you one of them chicks, you don't bite your tongue, you don't hold back.
I don't.
And you can definitely talk your shit. Has any of your battles or events gotten physical?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna squat with her in a
Twice.
battle?
Lady J in Houston, they said she hit me. But the angle of where they recorded, it was a 15-second clip.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got heated in the third round. This was like years ago. I went to Houston with Treybo, a couple of my homies, and one of my exes in Osama.
Yeah.
And they was gassing in the building. They was fucking gassing. And she said something, and she put her elbow on my face. So I swung and hit her elbow.
Yeah.
And she swung at me, but she missed.
Mhm.
Now on the video, it looked like she caught me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was 15 seconds.
Right.
So
That's
till
if
this
you, like,
day,
swing.
everybody like, you got hit by Lady J. You got punched by Lady J. She did not
man,
hit me. That's
yeah.
what it seemed. That's what it seemed like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, because I came back and finished the battle. So if I got hit, I would have been outside trying to fight. You know, that's just being honest. If you got hit during a battle,
it's over with.
I'm outside trying to fight you.
Sure.
But I came back in. I didn't leak. I didn't have no bruise. But till this day, everybody still pinpoint, like they still come up with that in battles. Oh, you got hit by Lady J. And then
that's been like a punchline.
Yeah, it's something that everybody dig at. So I don't really care at this point. I don't care, because like at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get out there with me 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that happened years ago, and then Nike Gang Splashy, me and his girl, or his wife, excuse me, we went to high school together. So she had beef with me from way back then.
Yeah.
So
you've been a hater from day one.
Historical beef.
So we battled, and then my pops pulled up after the battle, and I was like, yeah, this is my dad right here, because he said something about me not having a daddy. And I beat Nike Gang, so he lost. Yeah. So his wife was already in her feelings about him losing.
So she got beef with you from the
past. Went to school.
Because he said something. My wife said you used to do this, all that. I know she gave you big. So, and she's never came to any of his battles. Yeah. But the night he battled me, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. So I was like, oh, this is my dad right here. So she heard what I said. We started going back and forth, and I turned around and I was like, man, whatever. And she snuck me. And then my phone dropped out my hand. I lost my phone. And it was just crazy. Now, Nike Gang Splashy was that battle that I was supposed to lose. Because he was a fan favorite. And he obviously, you know what I'm saying, didn't do his best against me that night.
He was real salty.
So niggas was salty. Like, they said, Nike Gang gonna kill Eliza. And I'm talking about, I had like the breakout performance. I did the unthinkable, the unimaginable. I had niggas
like
going
a body
crazy.
or like
it wasn't a body.
Okay.
It wasn't a body. No.
You was the underdog.
I was the underdog, and I came through with the upset for sure.